Alrighty. Welcome back to
We
Play the Hits.
we are fucking back, man. It's been a whole month since we did Illusion of Gaia.
Seriously. And back at the underground tunnel, way in the
Yeah,
beginning of the game. Oh man.
yeah, we've still got quite a bit of this motherfucker
I'm not
to
sure
take with.
how I convinced myself that I was a lot farther in this, but I am not.
No, dude,
And I
we
think
aren't even at the beginning. I mean, this is
yeah,
still setting the stage for the
I
beginning of
think
the
this
game.
is literally the first time I'm turning into Freen, so I need to
Freedom, yeah. Oh
let's
man,
see. Okay.
dude,
Cool.
we took a hell of a detour for Spoopy October Month, but I
Oh,
think it
we
was worth
did.
it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though. Definitely worth it. Let's see if
By
I
the way,
remember the
boys
controls
and girls
here.
at home, if you haven't already figured this out, you're watching Play the Hits, and I am Chris Beck, and
This is Max.
this is always Max. Except for that one time where we played Limbo and I accidentally put Nick instead of Max. Because we had
Oh,
just spent like 3 hours recording that thing and it was only supposed to be an hour and I was fucking
yeah,
tired.
I'm assuming that you did all that night afterwards. Yeah, that was a long
It
ass
was
recording.
it was the principle of the thing at that point.
Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying this time.
That's a tall
I
order.
think that's what happened last time. Oh god.
So
Oh
Max,
god.
we are in November and the holiday season is officially upon us. So I'm thinking, as much fun as I had with Spoopy October Month, I think we've got to do like games that we're thankful for or something in November.
Okay. Oh, alright. That'll be...
I mean, Illusion of Gaia certainly qualifies, but
That's
that's
an
a pretty
interesting
broad
topic.
canvas.
Games we're thankful for. I mean, I really
Yeah,
want to
like
think about that
what?
specifically. Like, what kind of paved the way for other games, you know?
Yeah, or like what made a lasting impact on you? You know, what was like one of those pinnacle games for you? And what keeps coming back to my mind, even though it's far from my favorite entry in the series, is probably Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, that is. You
I,
know what? That was a crazy time when the N64 came out. That was like, ow.
that was a landmark game too. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love the game. It's not my favorite Zelda, but I love it. And the fact that it just kind of paved the way for 3D exploration and RPGs was phenomenal.
And the more I look back at it, I was like, I can't believe this game was like it was doing all of this back in what 1998 or something. It was a good
Yeah,
2 years or so, after the N64 came out, but
yeah.
it was it
I mean,
just it was
the visuals are definitely muddy by today's standard, but the game has aged well.
yeah, it really has. And
It's not like you play it and it's like, oh man, what a dinosaur, you know? Like it controls smoothly, and I mean,
yeah, and the
you can still
dungeons are
get
still
started.
some of the best in the series for sure.
Yeah, they were creative for sure. I mean,
And
everyone bitches about the water temple, but
yeah,
who
I
really
think
cares?
about like Breath of the Wild was definitely like I'd say a step forward. I mean, it's very different,
Oh
and,
yeah,
and just the exploration is okay. Oh no, that is my.
but
So this
nothing
is
happened because you are nothing.
I'm
Hmm.
just I think my search button is probably my attack button. I think because my B button is the
Let me look in the manual here.
yeah, that's forgot the 80
The
page
controls.
manual right there.
Let's see here, page 12.
Lily, Lily who turns into a lily. That's or
Okay,
a
the A
dandelion,
button.
really.
Press the A button to attack an enemy or to talk. Press the A button again to keep talking. B button. Once you have selected an item from the window, press
Yeah,
B to
that's
use
my
it.
like my
Alan
action.
R is the flute. Start button.
Hmm.
You know what that does. Select. Control pad. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about X or Y. So,
Yeah, because I know I'll figure it out. Pretty sure it's
yeah.
the attack button is how you
Yeah, how you
Lily
interact
who
with.
turns into a dandelion or a
Oh, yeah,
spore.
this says
Like
touch a barrel or a jar and push A to find out if any items are hidden inside.
okay.
There you go.
How did I die? I think I was so close to Edward
Let me see
Castle.
here.
Jeez.
So you got the one number 4 in Edward Castle, Edward Prison. There are 3 red gems that we should have gotten there.
Oh, someone's sleeping back
Oh,
there.
actually, if you want to go back to that barrel room, there is a red jewel down there.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the room you just came from where you met Lily.
Oh. Well, good thing. Gonna
Yep.
be missing these all over the place. I
Okay,
think you
so
need to
go to
collect every
the
single one to do like the secret This is a secret boss fight, secret dungeon, which I never did as a kid, by the way. Hey,
there it is.
There is.
That should be number 7.
I swear I looked at that one from at least this side.
You have to look at it from the other side.
Really? Are you shitting me? I
Yep.
see something over there, but I think I better take a closer look on the other side.
And the other 2 down there were just in big chests, and I'm pretty sure you got those.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm definitely did everything in the dungeon there. It's a pretty simple dungeon.
The next gem is not until we come to Itori Village, so you have a little bit of time to just chill here and enjoy the story.
I don't think these guys... Yeah, they're sleeping. It's like, I don't remember these guys ever catching me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think the guards at Edward Castle catch a whole lot of anybody.
They're, like, hilariously incompetent. Wow, and they're all on my side, too. Like, how much easier can this get?
Yeah, because
like,
apparently
sure,
Kara's
I'll
just
kidnap your
bad-mouthing
princess.
Your father to everybody. Wow, these two...
these guys don't give a shit, and they're doing their own little story.
They've been having the same conversation for 8 hours. I'm pretty sure that guy's dead, and she's just pantomiming his... She's just like Weekend at Bernieing his mouth.
Wow,
I love you! I love you too! It's like a really morbid puppet show. So, if you
strange pig power.
Right. If you had to pick a game, Max, that you're exceptionally thankful for, what would that be?
Thankful for? I mean, honestly...
And again, I'm painting with a pretty broad brush here, so...
Something that comes to mind right away is Mario 64. Because kind of... I mean, we had 3D before that, but we didn't have 3D like Mario 64, and that's... everything kind of... We had Crash Bandicoot, which was a good game for its time. You know, it was interesting. Yeah. But Mario 64 just blew that out of the water. I mean, that kind of changed everything with what you could do with a joystick and a few buttons. You know, Mario controls like a dream. And every game, every 3D Mario game since then, I think I go back down.
To this day, nothing quite controls like a Mario game.
Yeah, and they haven't changed much since then because it was pretty much perfect. Like, it's nuts.
Like Sunshine polished it for sure. I think you're good. Oh wait, there we go. That's right. You were looking for red jewels.
Yeah.
You found a large, yummy roast leg of.
Wow. Some payoff there.
Yeah, right. You know, I don't recall them ever cashing in and eating that yak.
No, why did we need
that's part of the story? Yeah, like why the fuck do you get the yak? You don't even.
I mean, that was very much a story treasure right there. Like, you need the yak.
You just got the front door because the guards are incompetent.
Oh my god.
I love how Will's in a dead sprint. Kara's just like, nope. Just gonna walk this shit.
She's like, yeah.
She's like the ultimate speed walker. So Mario 64, that's a damn good
yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm sure we could figure out a way to play that and capture it. I'll have to get an Elgato one of these days.
Well, I do have my N64.
All right, yeah.
You know, as much as I give the 64 some crap, I mean, that was really kind of the dawn of shovelware.
Yeah, a little bit. You're right.
Even though it didn't have, like, as many... like timeless games for me as the SNES or the PS1. What it did have was just so iconic. Like when I think of, you know, Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox 64. I mean, those are like that's like the trifecta of N64 classics for me.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers, of course, too, was pioneered on the 64.
I think, and that's how kind of Nintendo systems have been since the 64. It's like definitely. I mean, I'd say. Quality over, well, they do have quantity, but again, a lot of it is shovelware and just not worth your time. I feel like the SNES, you could get something out of pretty much any game. I mean, there's some exceptions, obviously, but nope, there goes my heater. I didn't think that was going to turn on. Tell me if you still hear me.
I hear you, but I'm definitely hearing the heater.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think.
But again, I mean, with your filters on, we'll just see.
I think it'll. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. But Yeah, I think there was just like you could count probably on both hands how many fantastic games there were, but they were like fantastic games. You know,
Right.
yeah, you had. I mean, Pilot Wings I liked a lot too, but Mario 64, Zelda, you had Smash Brothers, of course. You have GoldenEye, which was great. Let's see,
Yeah, and you think
Bomb
of how
Core,
many Nintendo
or Blast
mainstays.
Core, whatever it was.
Yeah. You think of how many Nintendo mainstays were actually introduced on the 64. You had Paper Mario, Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, Paper Mario. That's right.
Mario Kart wasn't introduced on that, but in it, like Mario Kart 64 is where the series really found.
That's true. I think, you know what, racing games in general, you know, because the Super Nintendo could do it, sort of. It's like, yeah, you're in a cart, but you didn't get any sense of speed from those games like you did on the N64. So F-Zero kind of found itself on the N64 as well. So that's another one. Speaking of which, that game was... I spent a lot of time with F-Zero X. That game's flipping awesome.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, yeah. And it just looks so good, too. I mean, not the graphics. The graphics are terrible. But I think because...
It looked like a polished Mode 7 game.
It played in 60 frames per second, which is nuts. It was like, what, 97 or something? Like, the sense of speed in that game, it's still a lot of fun to play, you know, and it's old as hell now.
Right, yeah. Oh, and Mario Party...
I've never heard of this village.
It must not exist. Fuck you.
Ordinary people like you can't see it.
Why don't you go back to Mexico, bitch?
I love the little, like, tugging back and forth. I mean, I know Will gets with Kara, but it's a little bit of a...
And Lily had the plans, right?
Kara's just always like, oh yeah, I'm coming with. Don't leave me behind. And Lily's just like, let's drop Kara, Will, come on. Like...
Yeah, it definitely starts off as kind of a love triangle. But,
yeah, for sure.
Does not end that way.
She does not like Kara. Oh, and now they're staring at each other.
Just staring at each other down.
Oh, what's up? Wait, what? I think something good is going to happen. What is she talking about? Kara, my place got ransacked. Nothing good is coming from this right now.
Are there any other flagship Nintendo properties that came out on the 64?
Let's see.
Like it was the like it was a system that I remember liking when it was out, and then for a while, like probably for almost 10 years, I was just like, whatever. Like people rave about the 64, I don't see the big deal. But nowadays, I'm like, yeah, it really did a lot more than I gave it credit for.
Woohoo! Defense.
Nice.
Okay, so we got the defense. Life is next with just
more.
one more.
Yeah, sweet. Which comes to you in a Tory village.
All right.
Right there.
Hello. Okay. Goodbye.
Seth is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I mean, then there were some things that were just disappointing, like Quest 64.
Oh man, Quest. Oh, that's why I remember.
I think we were just starved for. Wait, really? Quit. I gotta talk to someone. I'm sure.
Talk to your friends, I think.
I gotta talk to the townspeople. I just wanted
to
leave them.
You're heading out.
No, let's go to the cave first. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
But yeah, that I remember being why I was kind of meh on the 64 for a long while, especially after I got my PS1. I got the PS1 after the N64, and so once like
me too.
Yeah, once like I picked up my PS1 and I was just spoiled by the like cavalcade of RPGs on that system. I mean, yeah, there was no going back for me.
Yeah, and it was the same way for me. It was like I saw the PlayStation was already out before the N64 came out, but I was, seeing the coverage for a couple of years leading up to the N64 was like Mario, and that stuff blew me away, reading the Nintendo Powers, and it's like, yeah, I gotta get that.
And I don't feel like the PlayStation really got competitive until 97.
No, there was a lot of... You look at, like, the first games that came out for it, and it's like, none of that was really my speed, But I can't even remember the names of it. It's not Hyper Light Drifter, but there's, like, the platform that's coming out for the Classic, and the name's not coming to me. And you got the first Crash Bandicoot game, which is like, okay, obviously a classic, you had to pick it up. The Tomb Raider games, I was never into. Yeah, it was really the RPGs. you know, and then you have like Resident Evil 2. That's, I think, Final Fantasy 7 was the biggest reason I had to get a PlayStation. Seeing you play that, I was like, oh my god, like this is so different. This is like the next level. So
exactly.
that was reason numero uno for getting one. But who the hell do I have to talk to? I'm just gonna go everywhere.
It's gotta be
my
Kara
house.
Oh,
wait, what? Yeah. Oh there god, really? Well, let me talk to Kara over here first. Oh, okay, you're gonna say this.
Nothing good is about to happen.
Nothing good is gonna happen.
Like the worst fucking instincts in this game.
Yeah, yeah, she does.
Really, something good is about to happen.
What the fuck?
Crazy girl. But yeah, no, that's where it really, like the new console
I'm going to the
Oh yeah.
I'll play it. Yeah, yes, of course. Let's go hand in hand. Right.
But yeah, no, 1997 for me. That's the year where like the new console wars really kicked off.
Oh my god, yeah, Sega was out of there. It was all about PlayStation versus N64. Yep. You know, and then the Dreamcast kind of came at an interesting time too. And the Dreamcast was like, it was interesting because with all these consoles coming out around the same time, the Dreamcast had like a good 2 years, you know, with the whole 128-bit, you know, thing going on. It was 2 years until the PS2 came out.
But dude, you know what? I'm gonna say I don't think that the Dreamcast failure was its own fault. Like that was just people like they had cooled on Sega, like after the Saturn, and I don't know. Like the Dreamcast was a phenomenal system; it had phenomenal games. But by that point, like Sega, like people had already written it off, like they were out of the race, you know?
Yeah, which and no, they definitely weren't. They had some really the hardware was excellent. I mean and what is it, the Naomi 2 chip or whatever it's called. Sega had some great arcade games going on, you know, and those ported perfectly to the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was like the first time some of these really great arcade games were being played exactly as they're supposed to be.
Well, I was just going to say, I'll contradict you there. They were actually better in quality on the Dreamcast.
Really?
For one thing, they were running, most of them were running at 60 FPS. And two, if you look like Soul Calibur, they actually added stuff to it and like added backgrounds and graphical features. So
nice.
It was the very first time that consoles actually surpassed arcades.
Got the wind in Will's hair.
Yep. Shaggy boy.
Or
what do they call him? Not Shaggy, but
Filthy
what
boy.
word do they keep using to describe him? It's not Shaggy. It's not Spotty. Shabby boy.
Shabby
right?
boy. I think you're right.
It's something.
We'll get it
like,
soon.
I mean, I love this. I love this translation. It's so it resonates with me so hardcore because you know this is exactly how 6th grade me would have written a like self-gratifying like fan fiction.
Yeah, this would have been something straight out of Chris and Max's creative writing class.
Yeah, right. Like all this melodramatic, like half poetry and.
Missed that. Whatever. Bill and Lola. Jackal.
Sure it was. The jackal. Jackal. It's a jackal.
Jackal. Is it a jackal?
It's not a fucking jackal. It wasn't right the first time you said it. Why would it be right the next time you said it?
That Lola makes these horrible pies that apparently Will can't get enough of.
Yeah, right. You know,
I love your snail and marsupial pie.
Yeah, you grow up with something, you don't know any better.
That's true.
Like, you know, for me, like the only like I've had some really excellent mac and cheese in my life, but unless it's like the bargain brand Chief Supermarket store brand mac and cheese, I don't know, it doesn't quite taste right.
Yeah. For me, I love me some Velveeta.
Oh, Velveeta, yeah.
Yeah, Velveeta's good. Yeah, we meet the Incans soon, don't
kid,
we?
You.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's see here. Look in the log pile in Itori Village for a jewel. Okay, so it's right at the entrance.
Oh,
go back down to where you came in. Yeah, just down that hill. Or that way, too. Tight. Okay, it's at the bottom left of it.
I looked here. Oh, come on.
The fuck you did.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need that strategy guide because there's no way it's happening that I'm finding all these by myself. I'm just saying that right now.
Having the strategy guide in my hands, this straight up feels like we're 8 years old again. This is exactly what we used to do.
Oh my god, and you see the stuff that comes with the things nowadays? It's like a it's like a one-page thing. Go online, get your points. That's dude, about it.
So did I tell you, speaking of that exact topic, did I tell you what I did recently with the Switch?
I don't think so. What'd you do?
I went ahead and bought Sonic Mania Plus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Like, wait, did you have Sonic Mania? You did, didn't you? You had Sonic Mania for the PS4 or for the Switch?
I paid full price for it on the Switch as a digital download.
Nice.
Because I didn't know that they would be coming out with a physical copy.
Well, and, it's good to have the box.
I spent another, at the very least, I used some GameStop points and got it for like $15, but still.
That's okay. I've been
paid for that game twice.
I've been highly contemplating getting the Royal Edition of Final Fantasy 15 just because of how it looks.
Yeah, I actually did the upgrade, the DLC upgrade for that. But I'm thinking about getting the Windows edition just because of how pretty it is.
Oh yeah, I've heard, and I feel like they're gonna keep supporting. They'll support obviously the console versions, but I feel like with the mod community and everything. Oh yeah, definitely have some ink and stuff going on here.
Contest with that game. And
that's pretty cool. You see people already getting Stella stuff in there, or they're changing Luna to Stella. It's like, sure, why not? Is this my running ability, or
it's the Psycho Dash? Yeah,
it's just a Psycho Dash.
So, with FF15, I downloaded the PC demo for it, fully thinking, I'll just see how it looks, and I'm sure it'll be a little prettier, but nothing major. But then I realized that my graphics card is just strong enough to run it at max settings in 1080p, not 4K, but in 1080p. Which is the maximum resolution my monitor will allow. But I can run it at 60 FPS.
Nice.
That alone is glorious. I mean, and I can still do all the fancy NVIDIA hair effects and everything. So
sweet.
Even though it's 1080p, it still looks a hell of a lot better than I had it on my PS4.
I feel like... Oh, wait a second.
So what you got to do, you got to book it down that hill, make it up the next hill. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So go up the staircase.
Oh, okay. The doorway. That's what you do.
Yeah, there you go. Just book it.
Now I remember.
There it is. Yeah, that's not how physics works, but that's okay.
Whatever. RPG physics.
So now there'll be a cave below you. Yeah. And you can use the Psycho Dash to enter the next dungeon.
Father.
So let me see here. There was well, you already brought up Final Fantasy VII.
Very fine.
You already brought up Final Fantasy VII, and even though that wasn't, of course, my favorite FF in the series, it's definitely the one where I never purchased a console for a game before, or rather, it was 1997. I never asked my parents to buy me a console just to play
just for a game. Before. That was the first killer app in our lifetime, I feel like.
Right, yeah. Like the PlayStation 1 for me was purchased solely so that I could continue playing Final Fantasy games. And then lo and behold, after I beat FF7, it turned out there were all these other really excellent games for the PS1.
Oh, whoops.
Whoop.
Alright, let's go back.
Yep.
Oh god, that's
you have to go. You have to go
way
back again.
Back. All right. I mean, I feel like Mario 64 kind of was, but you know what? That was only because it was the only game out for it, really. And then there's Pilot Wings as well.
I was more excited about the 64 as a system than I was about any one particular game.
And it was the next Nintendo system. That was the main reason.
It was a shoo-in. You were gonna buy it.
You're right. For me, it was Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, was the biggest thing. But seeing my cousin play Resident Evil 2, I was like, that was a totally different thing to me. I was like, what is this even?
They aren't doing this on freaking Nintendo. Yeah, Psycho Dash that wall.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you got to charge it. Oh yeah, that's right. They do that.
There's a sound. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Ink and statue.
They never say Mexican statues.
I win Legends of the Hidden Temple.
industrious of a people, Max. I'm sorry. Kid, because I love you. Go Blue Wave.
What did they go blue? Yes, please. Go vote tomorrow, everyone, if you haven't already. Which I haven't, just because...
Actually, let me just play party politics here, if you will.
Go ahead.
Please vote fucking Democrat.
Okay, yes. Think of the children.
I'm a liberal bleeding heart asshole. You can leave all the nasty comments in the section that you want, but just fucking vote Democrat, please.
As long as you do it, you can be as nasty as you want to us.
Yeah, all right. Come on. You can call what's like a really good racial term for Italians? Goomba. You can call me a Goomba.
A Goomba.
Call me a.
Oh, is Guido just is that New Jersey?
Yeah.
Only.
I'm not sure actually.
I'm not
Guinea,
sure.
Wop, Dago.
I'm really bad with the racial
we're probably gonna
slurs.
get flagged for this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think so.
We'll just put like a little box down there at the bottom. Don't worry, everybody. Chris is Italian.
Then they'll be like, "Oh, okay, yeah. Will you flag this one? No, it's cool. He's Italian."
No, it's clearly not offensive anymore.
Let's quit. Wait, I didn't even see what she said. If you make him mad, you lose your life. So you better stop it. What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, the Moon Tribe. Okay, come near their home. Shall we go? Okay, yeah, let's go.
Right.
I'm going to. Yeah, this is what she does.
Yeah, right.
I'm coming too, guys. What did you say? Moon Tribe?
The translation is definitely like really ham-fisted, but this game, Kara actually goes through.
There's like a personality, you know?
Right, exactly.
And I like the Chrono Trigger we were playing. I liked that translation a lot. I feel like there was more there. But at the same time, Frog especially, I just grew up with the very, gentlemanly 16th century kind of Frog, which I know it doesn't make any sense because he's the only one talking like that, but it's still, that's what I grew up with. So I felt like that was kind of missing. Yeah, she is. It's for a selfish girl.
Let's all laugh at her. So I was gonna say too, another like idea for like a game I'm particularly thankful for would of course be any number of the Final Fantasy games, but there's no way we're completing any of those in a month.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, well, what could we complete in a month? Like, if we did Mario 64, definitely. I mean, even if it ended up being like a 70 star run. Ocarina of Time, definitely. That'd probably be a little bit harder.
We'd be pushing it, but if we paced ourselves at like 2 dungeons per episode, give or take. I mean, I remember enough of that. I think around the Shadow Temple we'd have some trouble, because that's about where I forget.
I feel like some of the... I don't know why this is, but for me, for that game, some of the hardest... Dodongo's Cavern takes me a little while, and the frickin'... What's the third one as a kid? The stomach. Jabu. That takes me the longest. As an adult, the Forest Temple, I might get stuck once or twice.
No, I can breeze through the Forest Temple.
After that, they're not too bad. Really? Maybe the one at the bottom of the well where you got to use the lens of truth a lot. That one might be Shadow. Yeah, that one can be a little hard sometimes too. But
the water temple, now watch, I say this and then I'm gonna like bomb it on this playthrough. But it's vivid enough in my mind that I remember it more so than some of the other dungeons.
Which one?
So that's not so bad for me.
The water temple. Yeah, the water temple, I feel like I don't know how to do it, but I feel like if I try everything and do everything enough at different water levels, you get it eventually. And that one's not annoying. I mean, it is annoying, but it's also one of my favorite water temples out of any of the games. Like the whole middle of it where you get to like just that crazy clearing with fucking Shadow Link, Dark Link under the tree is just perfect.
That was like...
It comes out of nowhere. It's like, why is he even here? Why are they throwing this at you? But it was amazing.
Like this random homage to Zelda 2. That was great.
It's kind of like you're fighting your own like madness or something. Hey, virus and threat protection.
That's actually kind of a difficult fight too if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, dude. Favorite water temple though has to go to Twilight Princess. I thought I'd say that to you because you'd appreciate that.
Yeah. That one's the costumes in that game were a little weird too. Like you looked like a Zora in that game. Yeah, the water temple in that game was good. That game, I gotta play through that game again. I've played Twilight Princess once, and I gotta do like the HD HD remake.
Dude, that would be fun to do on this. I mean, that would be a heck of a
project. That would, fun. Yeah.
I would love to watch. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they released that for the Switch.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to do a whatchamacallit, like a you can kill these dudes real easy with the Psycho Dash.
Oh yeah.
So, you know.
Oh god, the stone is in my way.
Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD double pack.
I feel like they have to. They're releasing, one of the biggest things they're doing with the Switch right now is re-releasing all the Wii games, the Wii U games that obviously came out for the Wii U, which was destined to fail.
So, which is sad, but I still appreciate getting a second crack at some of them.
Yeah, and I'm hoping, I'm definitely just waiting for the Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker would be good too. I have Wind Waker HD on my Wii U, and it's
same here.
I'm 3 hours into it, so I never got farther than that.
If they were to bundle it with Twilight Princess, dude, that would be
oh my god, yeah, that's like the instant buy for most people.
Yeah, like Zelda HD collection or something. Now, dude, if I does Zelda have any big anniversaries coming up? Skyward Sword was the 25th.
They recently did their 25th. Skyward Sword was the 20th.
Okay.
So they've passed the 25th as well. So maybe in 2 years or so, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case,
or did they do they didn't pass? No, yeah, because Skyward Sword was 20th.
This is gonna drive me nuts here. Legend of Zelda.
When was the original Zelda released?
Yeah, let me take a look here.
89 or 87?
Dude, they lapped their 30th anniversary. It was actually 86. It
was 86?
Yeah, so 35 would be the next big anniversary, and no one celebrates 35.
No, not really. Oh, so
I was going to say, they should use it as an
Skyward
excuse,
Sword the 25th then?
They should use it as an excuse to release a, Zelda for the Switch HD pack. Include Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, and Twilight.
Do the thing that they did for the GameCube, where they put a few of them on there, and
that would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
Because Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask both received visual upgrades for their DS release. So if they were to just simply blow that up and add another layer of polish to it, that would be amazing. I'm not asking full remake in the Unreal Engine or anything. I'm just saying just give us the nicer textures of the 3DS games and just blow them up and make them appropriate for consoles.
Yeah, they don't have to add. They didn't really, as far as I know, they didn't add anything to those games, did they? They just made them look prettier.
Majora's Mask, they definitely did.
Oh, did they? Okay, I haven't played either of them. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No.
And then Ocarina. I'm thinking hard here. Did they add anything new to that? I don't think so, but they definitely did to Majora's Mask. There were masks in different locations and major beats that were different. Yeah.
They didn't for Ocarina of Time. Did they include the Master Quest?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you beat the original, you could do the Master Quest. And actually, the really cool thing about it was that everything was mirrored. So it kind of felt like a different game.
Oh, okay.
Link was right-handed and everything was inverted. So the world was the mirror opposite of what you remembered, which doesn't sound like much, but it's really off-putting. It feels like a separate experience.
The Psycho Dash, I really gotta wait a little bit. There we go. Alright.
Yeah, I think that's an upgrade you get for it, though, is that you can charge it faster later. Though the Psycho Dash is definitely not as good as the slide, but it's good for, taking down a big enemy if he's slow. Like that thing.
Oh, these fuckers.
Yeah, see, 'cause...
Do they always spit?
Did you not heal up before coming here?
No, I did not. Well, I hope something's gonna give me a full heal soon.
Yeah, that'd be great. I hope you get a heart piece here.
God, I forgot about healing.
Yeah,
wait. I'm just gonna have to not suck.
You didn't talk to fucking Gaia, but you didn't even save? Because Gaia heals you when you save.
Oh god. Let's leave immediately.
Yeah, dude, fucking get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm being a boss, but now I realize I don't have the cojones for that and I'm leaving. I want to go back.
Where's
I'm not who you think I am.
No, I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
I'm not the one. Will's just in a corner, like crying, with his knees to his chest. I'm not the one.
I can't do it, Dad. I can't do it.
Alright, yeah, let's
Dude, I
save
totally
and let's
heal.
heal.
I was gonna say, I could totally see you dying in that room.
And then going back to... Oh my god. Yeah, that's what would happen.
The other night when I was when we did the most recent episode of Resident Evil, I was like being stingy with my ammo or something like that.
Yeah,
and just like
as you have to do sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 8 minutes in, so not too far, but far enough. And like a regular zombie killed me. I was pissed.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Thank you.
That'll do.
Whew.
Much better. Much better.
Go. Oh my god, what the hell's wrong with me?
Hey, you know, we figured it out in time.
Whee!
Like I said, people don't exactly expect AAA quality gameplay from Play the Shit.
Ruins.
God, I love this game so much.
It is a good one.
It's just good.
It's just simple, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I feel like this is back before the day where they reused assets for things. Everything was its own story, its own, let's get a team together and make something completely new. Even if it was a sequel, they're going to make it look different, usually.
Yep.
That's how these things worked. Like, most sequels I think of...
Game, and then Terra Enigma, which came after it. Dude,
oh my god, totally different games. Even...
Yeah.
One. And Soul Blazer was a lot simpler.
Yeah, Soul Blazer looked almost more like an NES game by comparison.
It was just, yeah. Some of those... Whoa.
Oh!
There we go. Screw you.
Wow, that thing went down hard.
Okay. I mean, that hurts, but... you really gotta charge that thing for a while. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Ow!
Oh,
Ow.
shit. Oh, you're getting smoked. Yeah, yikes.
Yeah, what are you doing?
When
Alright, sweet.
Speaking of game updates here, nice defense. Speaking of game updates here, in Dragon Quest, I'm getting kind of like to the real meat of the game. I'm in search of like the MacGuffins that are going to save the world.
Yeah.
But I've also started to like learn more about the main villain, which is kind of cool.
How many hours do you have in that game?
Oh, I'm at like the 40-hour mark.
Nice, alright. You're getting there. You're really in the meat of it.
Yeah, for sure. Which, a generation ago, that would have been the end of the game, really.
Yeah. Yeah, for like
Look at that fucker roll away from you.
Scared.
He's scared.
Yeah, even...
He's scared.
Final Fantasy IV, that was like a 40-hour game, right about there.
Yeah.
30-something if you were just real quick with it.
Right.
Yeah, those Dragon Quest games, I mean, they can also vary, like, quite a bit. Some of them are like 60 hours, and some of them are like hundreds.
Yeah, dude. Freaking... I told you about Dragon Quest 7, right?
Oh, yeah. That, like, well over 100 hours.
Yeah.
Each little... with, like, a bunch of islands, or you're on one main island, and you're, like, trying to build the island.
Tiny, like, islands, yeah, and they eventually come together to create the real overworld.
Okay.
But with that game... I mean, I loved it, don't get me wrong. It was definitely a wonderful game, very much worth playing. But 120 hours of any game, like, you're ready for it to be done. Like, even Persona 5, I loved that game to death. And, I think with that one, it was a little more bittersweet because I got so attached to the characters.
Yeah.
So I was sad to see it done, but at the same time, like, by the time the final boss of that game rolled around, I was
Sweet.
ready to finish the play aspect of it. I could have, read more stories about the characters forever.
You told me that the last dungeon in particular was a little, like, a huge dungeon, like, kind of a slog.
Yeah, like, especially since you really thought you were done with it.
Yeah.
So, the last dungeon really is composed of 2 parts. There's, like, this long, windy dungeon that kind of repeats itself that you do throughout the whole game, and it's like this ongoing side quest that you can do. But then you realize in the final act that it's not a side quest. You actually have to get to the bottom of this massive dungeon. And then when you do, it's like, okay, bring on the final boss. And then, nope, that was just a warm-up for the real final dungeon.
Oh, really? Oh, but for the real final dungeon. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but even that introduces you to a plot beat where for, like, another 3 or 4 hours, it looks like you've lost.
Wow.
And then there's, like, the main character rallies the troops, and, everyone comes back, and it's like, okay, now let's go get the final boss. And like, okay, let's go get the fucking final boss. And then it's, like, 3 more stories of a dungeon before you actually get to fight him.
Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
So you really think you're at the end, your end game.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, that last part is way, way shorter, but at the same time, it's still, like, you're going through enemies, you're collecting treasure, you're still... Like, it is a mini dungeon right before the final boss.
This is not... Yeah, that's what I thought. This is in the dungeon. I gotta do this somewhere. So I missed a door somewhere. I'll just go back, keep exploring.
You may be able to jump down from that cliff.
Well, there's this... Oh, from the cliff?
Maybe
Let's see.
I could be wrong.
First of all, let's investigate this spiky-looking thing. What is this?
Yeah, so when you hit that...
Oh, wait a second. Jeez.
Pedestal there,
Here it is. Here it frickin' is.
There it is.
Did not even see that.
Light bulb for Max. Oh, by the way, hey, did you ever ask Roger about Mowgli?
I did. Oh, he didn't even say anything. I'm gonna have to ask him again. Yeah, I asked him, like, the day after.
Oh, okay.
Didn't say shit.
Because you're about to fight Mowgli, and I can't believe
That's
you don't
right.
remember that. Because...
Mowgli is in this place.
Because watching you guys bitch about Mowgli is what made me play through this game.
Really?
Like, that's what was... Like,
why did he call him Mowgli?
No, I don't get it. Why do you call him Mowgli? He's like, you just Mowgli. And it's like, alright.
I do not remember that.
I want to fight Mowgli too. And so I picked up this game. I know, it's so fucking... It's just one of those stupid, I was 8 years old and impressionable.
I want to fight Mowgli.
Yeah, right.
Well, we gotta play the game then.
Dude, and Mowgli fucking he's like one of the hardest bosses, and he's the first one.
I feel like it's because he's the first one. He's not...
No, it's because of his fucking lasers and, like, how narrow the platform that you're fighting him on is.
I feel like if you go... There's like a trick. If you go behind his head or something, there's... Oh god, what are these things gonna do to me?
You can break him with Psycho Dash.
Okay. Thank you. Sweet.
I remember this surprisingly well, actually.
You do? There's a lot of this I don't. I'm gonna need your help, I think, sometimes. This is nothing important. This is just a red jewel, I think, or something. An herb.
No, but the red jewel for this dungeon is in a chest, so that is good knowledge.
I feel like they usually are.
Yeah.
But not always.
For the dungeons, for sure, yeah.
Oh, is that it for now?
But there's some where they dig with you quite a bit.
Oh, inside is a scrap of paper.
Oh, well,
damn.
That's depressing.
Sorry, guys. Jeez.
Actually, this game has some really depressing plot beats. There's that gambler in the floating village who just fucking kills himself, and yeah, there's some really, like, adult things in this game. I jumped down that cliff down there.
What's that?
Left.
Jump down?
Yeah, jump down there. Yeah, right there. There you
go. Oh.
Now you're good. Oh wait, no you're not. I'm retarded.
This is the same place, yeah.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Sorry.
No worries. Let's explore up here. See what's going on.
I'm dumb.
Alright, came from there, so let's go up some more.
I've got to really watch my language because I still say, when I say I'm retarded, I'm not actually trying to be like as ignorant as I sound. I'm doing an old Chris Farley bit from what was that movie not Black Sheep, but Tommy Boy.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen
there.
Tommy Boy.
There you go. Yeah, so there's this bit in Tommy Boy where he's like dicking around in his father's factory while he's holding this big important meeting, and he's like breaking shit, and the guys are all looking at him. He's like trying to play it off like he knows what he's doing, and then he just like mumbles, "I'm retarded. I'm sorry." I know. And so like to this day, like I say that like as good natured as you can say that, you know, like horrible insult to somebody with a mental disability, but all I'm doing is referencing fucking Tommy Boy.
If only everyone else understood.
Yeah, right. If only everyone else understood.
I'm in the clear, guys. You are.
You guys, you guys are the assholes.
Wow.
How dare you?
Die.
Oh,
God. Oh,
nice.
That was pretty clutch there.
Yeah, that was
yes. Good. I love that aspect of I think all the games are like that. Soul Calibur, Soul Blazer, and
Calibur,
that you just beating all the enemies. That's how you level up basically, and it's just a very visual. Oh, get away from me!
Hey, speaking of which, Soul Calibur 6 just came out, didn't it?
Have you played that? I have not yet.
I have not. No, me neither.
Is Siegfried still your boy?
Well, I mean, I actually haven't played a Soul Calibur since Soul Calibur 2.
Oh wow, yeah. Soul Calibur 4 was my jam back in college.
Really? Like the only one I ever really got good at was, and so I played Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube at Kaufman's house.
Oh yeah.
And I
Which system?
At it, but without the GameCube.
Okay.
But without the Dreamcast controller, it didn't feel quite right to me. And then just from there, without like people to play against, I never really picked it back up. And so, can you like?
I think he's gonna come after me.
Yeah, no, what's he doing? He's being a bitch. But yeah, after that, I just never really got into another one. But this one looks interesting enough that I might give it a pick up, especially since you and I could do some like online play or something. Oh yeah, that'd be great. I heard it's pretty different, but it's Soul Calibur 5. I had never played, but they kind of messed things up with the guard impact. That it took meter. It's like it shouldn't take meter. Like, and I heard they like butchered most of the main cast too. It's like, no, this is their children fighting now. Oh really? Like that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, like some of the main characters are still there, but they're like older and it's all about their kids or something. I didn't even see that guy down there. What the heck? Ah. That's what he wanted. If I can move that gold statue, I can pass. Okay, I think that's supposed to be a note or something. I think it doesn't seem like something to worry about. Yeah. Nothing important, I'm sure. Alright, well, I gotta come back here at some point. Let's see here. Gotta find a way to get down there. Right, that you can run down. But I don't know what good it'll do you just yet. It'll do me some good, I'm sure. Try getting above this dude. Hey, above him, yeah. Psycho Dash? I don't think so. Nah. Try pulling it with your horsepowers. What a bitch. Right? Well, let's see what this does, maybe we need if anything. Yeah, that's the way to go, but I think you have to kill that head to open it up? Happen. Okay. So, which leads me to believe Frieden's got to be somewhere close by. Let's see, because he would have the reach to kill him. So yeah, you're right. Okay, if I can move that gold statue is what it said. Because I know you put those statues down somewhere, but this isn't... I would have seen... Yeah, okay, so that is what you're supposed to do. Return to this room when you have found the dark space and transformed Will into Frieden. Okay. Frieden's longer attack. I'm gonna check this out real quick, but... Secret of the 4 golden plates lies in... Oh, I remember the statue page. Move that gold statue. I can pass. Oh, wait. Ugh. Damn it. What the hell? Something's look weird. I almost said it again. Alright. I'll go up there in a second. Left here. Oh, here's you attack me, don't you? No, don't. Actually, go ahead and kill all 4 of them. See if you, they're hard, yeah. See if you get something for killing them, but then after all 4 of them are dead, you have to immediately return to this room and do this puzzle. I'm wondering if you kill all 4 of them, if they give you a stat up of some kind. My gut says no, because they're a part of a puzzle, but you never know.
It's a sound. There are 4 gold tiles. Wait, what?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just kill for now.
Yeah, let's see.
Now, the trick to the puzzle is you have to pull them all towards you, but not get close enough to any of them to activate their kill mode.
There, gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm saying kill them now, just in case they give you an item.
Okay, that
nice.
definitely... Alright, nope.
Okay, yeah,
nothing.
That's what I thought.
Just always good to make sure you don't want to miss a stat.
Yep, that's it. So come back in here. Now make sure you don't get too close, but you have to pull them onto those 4 golden plates. There you go. It's a little forgiving, at least. The trick is like when you get them all, close to each other.
Alright.
There we are.
Be very careful here.
There we go. Tight.
Got some raccoon police department shenanigans here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, is that all I needed? Yeah.
Oh, hey, well there you go.
Didn't even need the 4th statue.
3 out of 4. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. 3. Oh, God.
Hello.
Let's do that again.
Hey, speaking of Raccoon Police Department, I am, we've definitely got to clear our schedule in January, because, Play the Hits is doing a Resident Evil 2 remake run through.
Oh, that'd be fun. For
like,
sure. Oh my God.
Day,
yeah.
Mind you.
I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
I'm wondering how different it's gonna be. Like, just
I'm not getting my hopes up. It's gonna be extremely different, but I'm actually gonna try to embrace that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. It's just like, I mean, Resident Evil 1 was a lot. The remake was very different from here. Let's save real quick.
Yeah. And hey, you know what? Now since we've got Frieden, I think this is a good time for next time on Play the Hits.
Alrighty, next time we well, I'm thinking we'll probably finish this up. I remember this being kind of long, but pretty sure we can get to Mowgli.
I would hope so. We'll see you next time, Max.
Alright, see you then.